Hello everybody, welcome to this Train Sim World 4 news video. Today we are having a look at the Fife Circle line, which is an upcoming pack from Rivet Games. It sits in the 0 to 3 month release category, so we should expect it reasonably soon. Certainly within the next 3 months, obviously. It's a fairly interesting line. Obviously, we've got the Forth Railway Bridge, as you can see there. It runs out of, if we pop to the map, runs out of Edinburgh, which of course we already have. So we've got sort of a similar to the situation with Antelope Valley, Bernardino, and Cajon Pass. We've now got Fife Circle, Edinburgh to Glasgow, and Cathcart Circle all linked together. That'd be one heck of a route if it was all actually amalgamated. But regardless, we have the Forth Railway Bridge, as you can see here. One of the defining features of the, or defining landmarks of the UK rail network. A little bit out of Edinburgh that we've already had. And then we've got these two branches finally coming up and joining back together at Markinch. So a fair few stations. I love how it is not just fully linear. That is going to be something that I really look out for. Other than that, it's unelectrified, but at the moment there is an electrification program, as I understand, which is due to finish late at the end of this year. So we're not going to get electrification, but depending on what era it's set in, there might be some initial overhead infrastructure being put in place. It's all run by DMUs, or that's what we're getting for this pack. We are getting a Class 170 in ScotRail livery. However, Skyhook is working on a 158 in ScotRail livery separately, but sort of with the aim that you can purchase both and they'll both run on the route. So it's good to see the 170 coming in. It's good to see the 158 being rolled out to more services. This was the only image that we have so far, and it's mostly about Skyhook's thing, so who knows. I am genuinely quite interested to see the Turbo Stars coming into the game, because they operate a wide range of services, and they could be added on to, not really Midland Main Line. If it was set modern day, they could be, but Northern have 170s. Who else? Southern have 171s, which are basically identical, apart from they have Scharfenberg or Delna couplers instead of BSI. There are the 172s for West Midlands. I think they're the only operator of them nowadays. Chiltern has 170s, I think. There's a whole bunch. I think Greater Anglia did at one point. I don't know if they still do. So there's lots of operators that would have them. It's it is the Electrostar equivalent for diesels, and they're the Turbo Stars. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens of it. Of course, we have to bear in mind that it's a Rivet Games product. They made Edinburgh to Glasgow, which was pretty spectacularly mediocre, if that. The sounds were all over the place. The physics are shot. Everything feels a bit oversaturated. It doesn't properly use all of the features. It is just a bit of a shit show. And they focused on minor things like moths and working lifts and a cannon firing at the right time, rather than actually making the trains work, which is a shame. Hopefully they've learned from that. Hopefully. The quality of their routes has gotten better over the years, but it's still not fantastic. Dare I say, not even as good as Dovetail at the moment. So we'll have to bear that in mind. The 150, it's a Skyhook product, so we'll have to take that with a little bit more salt, I reckon. But, I mean, the thing already exists, but oh no, Skyhook made the original, and it was bugged for a while, but it's okay now. I mean, it's drivable. It's quite nice on occasion for Midland Main Line, and hopefully you know, we've had the train, I've forgotten what it is, the train from Niedertalbahn, the 6 something, reliveried into Traffic Red, and now we're getting this reliveried into ScotRail. I dare say it won't be more than $10. Or I hope it won't be. But who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see. But it should be interesting and add a bit more variety. Other than that, we don't know. I would imagine there will be freight services on a Class 66. Maybe there'll be some rail tours. Seems like a good candidate for that. Maybe there'll be some... Oh no, we've got the 801, not the 800, so that won't happen. Maybe there'll be an HST move. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just sort of theorizing things that I'd like to see. But certainly it holds a lot of potential. I'm particularly excited about its non-linearity. I like a good network. And it's a sort of new part of the world. It's got a lot of interesting features and all the rest of it. So it has all the potential to be a fantastic route. Whether it becomes one or not, we will have to wait and see. Will I make updates in due course? I think I will, because we have very little information at the moment, which I'm a bit surprised by. So it must be sort of towards the end of the 3-month window. Anyway, with that said, thank you all so much for watching. Tomorrow's video will be a video on Sydney stuff, so you'll have to wait a little bit longer for your Japan news. And other than that, I think that's everything. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this or found it interesting, then please do consider subscribing and liking, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.